All right. Just wanted to highlight a couple of little main points from that riders meeting. We're making this a weekly thing, it appears. First and foremost, ooh. First and foremost, parents and riders, make sure you know your moto number well in advance. We don't want anybody miss their moto. Make sure you are up here with ample time. Second of all, if your kid goes down on the track, parents, we know it's never easy to see a kid go down. Please resist the urge to run out and get them. Whew. I'm out of too much walking for me. If we need you, parents, we'll call for you guys. We have people stationed across the track if a kid goes down. If we need you, parents, we will let you know. Last and certainly not least, from the gate to the white line on that first straightaway, 30-foot line, you are not allowed to intentionally impede the progress of another rider. Same rule applies coming out of turn number 3 all the way to the finish line. It is illegal to intentionally impede another rider. With that in mind, if I could have everybody direct your attention to the flags on the 4th straightaway for tonight's national anthem. Oh, yeah, it's that time of year. We can start saying Chiefs when the national anthem ends now, huh? It's football season. We didn't win a single game in the preseason. We love it. 0-3. It's fine. We had losing records in the preseason the last 2 years and came out of it with rings on our fingers both years. I'm good with it. I'm not stressing.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, everybody, we got balance bikes rolling through turn number 1, coming all the way back at us. Moves being made between second and third. 465 bike Kinsley Lloyd sitting out front right now, coming back down through the second straightaway. They're going to go half track in round number 1. We got 5 motos of balance bikes today. They're going to go half track in the first moto. Then we'll pick the cones up after round 1, and they'll go all the way to the finish line and get their trophies on round number 2. Mr. Klein up in the tower, how we doing? I'm walking around too much. I don't get to stop and say hi to you very often. I got to do it on the mic instead. I guess it's easy. They gave me this big thing that projects noise when I talk. As if I needed to be any louder. Yeah.
Attention.
Out for Blue Springs BMX. Get loud for her.
Riders ready.
We are also currently in the physical education program of our racing this evening. And as usual, everybody, if you got friends or relatives watching at home and they can't quite tune in today, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Blue Springs BMX. We are live on Facebook and YouTube at Blue Springs BMX. We will be live streaming all 3 rounds of racing tonight. Moto number is available. Fancy new camera system. Looks better than it ever has. Live one more time on Facebook and YouTube. If you got somebody not here tonight wanting to keep up with the race in action, Blue Springs BMX on Facebook or on YouTube.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
Thanks
ready.
to the technical
the gate.
one. Man, I don't even have to know the motor number. A shot out of a pink helmet. Addison Smilinich got a shot as we come in and out of turn number 1. I think the record's up to about 114-0 as a balance bike rider. Say pedal bike, pedal bike. You can go faster, Addie. You can go faster. Go, go. She's cruising. Addison Smilinich going to grab up the 1 spot out of round number 1, followed up by 573 rider Grayson Shannon. 672 back to the 3 spot. Look like Vincent Archer. That's going to be your 1, 2, 3 round 1 for the 4-year-old balance bikes.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Oh, we got a rider out front by about 15 foot going into turn 1. He's looking over to the right side, so the fan club's over there. Everybody's getting loud. They're cheering for me. Try to get a peek of a number plate as we come down through the second straight. 293 ride sitting out front on this one, stretching it way on now. That's Maverick Gayers, local out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Don't look at me. You got to look forward, dude. All the way back to half track. That'll be our last moto of round number 1 for the balance bikes. The cones are about to move. They'll go full track on round number 2. Oh, I don't know. We got number plates. We got a Connell sitting in that 3 spot. I believe that's Liam. Yep, Liam Connell sitting. All going to come on by for the 2 spot all the way back to me. These are our 3-year-old balance bikes. All 3-year-olds out, not on pedals, but they're on wheels and going way fast on a Friday evening. That'll do it for round number 1 of the balance bikes. We're going to get the cones picked up and moved, and we'll do round number 2. They're going to go all the way to the line on this one. And as we get balance bikes rolling, if I could call all corner officials to your spots, corner officials to your spots. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. We're getting close to race time for the pedals. We need all corner officials over to your spots where you're supposed to be.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
I'm so grateful for jerseys that have names on them. Makes it so easy for me to know who's sitting out front. 464, Ava sitting out front on this one as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Full track for this one. First moto balance bikes on our main event. They're going to race all the way to the line for glory and trophies down to the line, I guess we can say. Raven, you got to go, 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 go.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
I wonder if the kids on balance bikes at this point use this song for motivation. Like, how many parents, show of hands, play this track? My mic's cutting out. On their way to the track, it's like, all right, guess what I'm putting on in the car? We're going to get you hyped up. We're going to get you ready for racing. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard
Attention.
from a parenting standpoint. That's awesome.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Am I on? I think Liam was sitting in a podium spot and then he lost the shoe. Now you got to go. I've never had a microphone cut out on me this much, and I replaced the batteries in it on Tuesday. This is weird. I think I hit my my about year being on the mic before it's like, all right, we don't like you anymore. Give me Justin Beck. Like that? A little bit better?
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, all right. The gate is down on motor number 6. Got 8 and under opens coming all the way back at us. Got Emmett Hall, Taco Bell Aldrich, the Golden Boy, Graham Little, Jackson Bowie, and Jackson Smilenich. Got Bowie and Little sitting out on the 1-2. Aldrich and Hall back to the 3-4s. We come all the way back down through the 2 straightaway. Still the freight train doing it for the bicycle shack crew. Got Bowie and Little out on the 1-2, wheel to wheel as we go in and out of the second corner. All the way back at me. Still bicycle shack and Freaky Fast running 1 and 2.
Attention.
Taking 2 riders on out to a main event out of this one. Bowie taking a low line in that third and final corner. Little going to rail the corner, get a little bit of momentum all the way back at us, see if he can make it on by. But once again, we're taking top 2 to a main event. That's how it's going to go. Bowie and Little going to get your transfer spots in a main event for the 8 and under opens out of motor number 6. 7's a motor number, a little bigger, little faster. 9 to 12 opens. Got Davidson, Campbell, Noteboom, Penny, Bailey, Smilenich, and Carson. Got the Silent Assassin of Logan Carson out front right now, coming off from the St. Charles. We go in and out of turn number 2. Got Carson, Noteboom, Campbell out on the 1, 2, 3, followed by Juicebox Bailey and Sawyer Penny running 4 and 5. Taking 2 riders on out to a main event out of this one. Got 2 racks of a stacked 9 to 12 open class going straight to a main event. Going to race for some money a little later on in the night. All the way back out. And Throwdown Colors going to go wire to wire for a spot. Logan Carson going to get a spot in the main event along with Bash and Noteboom. 8's the moto number. 9 to 12 opens once again. Got Clutch Howard, Hector Laredo Jr., Davidson, Couts, Dobbs, and Harves. Got Couts and Laredo Jr. out on the 1-2. Davidson on the 3 spot, trying to do a little bit of shopping, see if he can find his way on by. 2 riders on out to a main event. Laredo Jr. has the inside line. Xavier trying to come on by. Laredo going to slam that door shut as we come out of turn number 2. Got Harves and Howard back to the 4-5 as we go in and out of turn number 3. Couts for the on 2 wheels crew going to stretch it on out just a little bit as we go in and out of the third and final corner. Couts going to get a spot in the main event. Battles for the number 2 spot. Laredo Jr. and Davidson putting on a drag race all the way back to the stripe. Believe Davidson came on by for that second spot. We'll wait for confirmation from the finish line. Out of moto number 8. 9's a moto. 3 riders going to a main event. 13 and over opens. Lost a couple down through that second straightaway. Going to go checked up. Got Sugar Sean Madden and Justin Swoboda out on the 1-2 right now. Got Johnsvik trying to hold on to the 3. Here comes Mason and Tollfree. Jason Mason going to come on by. Tollfree on the outside looking in. Going to try to put on a charge all the way back to the stripe. Get into a main event early. Going to go Madden, Swoboda, and Jason Mason grabbing up your 3 transfer spots. Out of 9 getting Smolinich and Neal checked out over here on the second straight. Kyle on his feet. Give him a hand. Gnarly racing out of 13 and over class. That main event is going to be a fun one to watch tonight for sure. Bike issue? No brakes? We're good. Austin is back up on his feet. Hey, good thing on 2 wheels is here tonight. We got a snap brake lever. One, 2, 3 in that 13 and over main event, getting it locked in for everybody. That was Swoboda, Madden, and Jason Mason grabbing up your 3 transfer spots. Creighton Harves to staging, Creighton Harves to staging, Creighton Harves on up to staging as soon as you can. Austin, are you all right? Cool. All right. We're going to run, you get the beauty of opens right here. We're going to run 11 ahead of 10. We have a couple of riders in moto number 10 who rode in moto number 8.
Okay, riders, random start.
Not great for the rest side.
Riders ready.
Moto board. 11 is the moto number out on track. Got 15-year-old cruisers. Got Olson, Stafford, Schwartz. Total points racing on this one. Pretty good shot out of Brody Stafford for the Freaky Fast Racing Crew as we come in and out of turn number 1. They're going to race all night long just like this. Every spot's going to count. All 3 rounds going to be total points by the end of the night to determine a winner. Schwartz on the 2 spot. Here comes Olson up on the underneath side. Keller Olson going to slide on up to the 2 spot. Seth Schwartz back to the 3, all the way back at us. Going to go Stafford, Olson, Schwartz.
Watch the gate.
In and out of turn number 3, all the way back at us. That's how it's going to go all the way to the stripe for Stafford. Going to go wire to wire on this one. Little bit of a charge out of Schwartz. Olson going to hold on to that 2 spot. Going to go Stafford, Olson, Schwartz, 1, 2, and 3 out of 11. 12 is the moto number. 17 to 20-year-old cruisers. Got Drew Jameson, Justin Swoboda, and Gabby Welch. A little bonk out of Spike as we come in and out of turn number 2. Still sitting out front by a comfy bit. Got Jamison and Welch running 2-3.
Attention.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
Justin
ready?
raced moto number
Random
9.
start.
He's out here in moto 12 sitting out front. That's why he's cruising.
Ready? Watch the gate.
All the way back. Jimmy Svoboda going to grab up a low point out of moto number 12. Followed up by Jamison for the 2-spot. Welch going to get a 3. Backtracking a little bit, motor number 10 out on track. Got the Hawk, Jet O'Connell, Creighton Harv, Sawyer Penny, EJ Hawthorne, and Bash Noteboom. Got Hawthorne and Noteboom out on the 1-2 as we come all the way back down through the second straightaway. 2 spots available in a main out of this one. Noteboom trying to come around the outside. Hawthorne going to grab up a low line in turn 2, going to take that lead back. Here comes Noteboom on the outside line, going to come right around the outside. Down through the rhythm section, going to pass them on up. Going to go Noteboom, Hawthorne, O'Connell running 1, 2, and 3. Harves and Penny doing a little bit of battle back on the 4-5. Big bike for Creighton Harves as we come in and out of turn number 3. All the way back to me. A little airtime out of Noteboom. Going to get a spot in the main event along with EJ Hawthorne. Sure about that? I'll say the wrong thing if you don't tell me, man. Nah, it's all good. One more time, quick little reminder for everybody. We got a couple of track sponsors out here doing some work for us on a Friday night. Out in the pink shirt over by turn number 2, Charlie Mizzle with Chuck Williams Photography sitting over there in turn number 2. He's been out here all night long getting all kinds of super cool professional quality photos of your kids, your parents. Candid shots of everybody that guy does. They'll be up on Facebook. We'll share them over on the Blue Springs BMX page when he gets them posted. No rush on that. He takes about 500 photos every time he's here, I believe. Not to mention on 2 wheels in the parking lot as well between the ball fields, selling quite literally all of your bike parts. They got bikes, they got frames, tools, helmets, hats, gloves, shoes. You need anything, they got it. They got merch over there. They got just plain T-shirts, hats.
Okay, riders. Random
Go on
start.
over and get you some.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
All right, everybody. 13's the motor number 5 and under novice guy. Beck, Holly, Gwen, Harves, Malone, Franklin, and Hall. Pretty good shot out of Bo Hall on the outside. Not quite going to have enough for a whole shot as we come in and out of turn number 1. We're taking 2 riders on out of this stack class to a semi-main event. They'll run a little later tonight. 841 bike sitting out front right now looking like Lucas Beck out of Lee's Summit, Missouri. Bo Hall sitting in the 2 spot. Here comes Piper Harves trying to come up the inside line, grab up that second transfer spot. Piper Franklin and Zoe Holly running on the 4-5, followed up by Malone back to the 6 as we come down through the third straightaway looking like Beck and Harves out on the 1-2. Hall and Franklin trying to put in a charge and move on up to the top 2 spots. Once again, we're only taking 2 riders out of round number 1. They'll all race in a semi-main event after round number 2. Whoever makes it out of the first couple of rounds, all the way back at us. 2 spots up for grabs. Lucas Beck going to grab up a spot in the main event,
Random start.
along with Princess Piper Harves.
Ready. Watch the gate.
14 is the motor number. More 5 and under novice guy. Darian O'Neill, Ford Howell, Caliana Chidsey, Matt Mackinson, Maggie Welch, and Enoch Shingleton. Looking like a pretty good shot out of Shingleton on the inside, but it's all Chidsey as we go in and out of turn number 1. Caliana got a pretty good shot. A little bit of a gap as we come in and out of turn number 1. Carter Jackson staging. Carter Jackson need you up to staging. Carter Jackson need you up to staging as soon as he can. Still Chidsey, Shingleton, Welch running 1, 2, and 3 right now as we come in and out of turn number 2. 2 spots up for grabs once again. 2 riders going on out to a semi-main event. Welch on the outside looking in along with Ford Howell, but it's all Caliana and Enoch Shingleton out on the 1-2 as we go down through the tricky rhythm section. Carter Jackson to staging. Carter Jackson need you to staging one more time. Getting the downrider checked out over there in turn number 1. As we come all the way back on, Caliana Chidsey going to go wire to wire on this one, grab up 1 spot in the semi-main event, along with Enoch Shingleton grabbing up that 2nd spot. I believe that's Maverick over there in turn 1. Man, I know we got a lot of 5 and under novice, but when he gets up, I need you guys to get loud tonight. Can we do that? Man, you guys got better eyesight than me. Maverick is back up on the box. Looks like we're going to finish out here, get nice and loud. Blue Springs BMX as he comes down to the second straightaway.
Attention.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Even more 500 novice gate is down on motor number 55, River Mayhem Campbell, Madden Kilberg, Bennett, Declan Kreisa, Adric Connell, and Georgia Campbell. Looking like highlighter colors got all high vis. I believe that's Madden Kilberg as we come in and out of turn number 1. Got Kilberg and Kreisa out on the 1-2, looking like a 354 ride. That's Bennett sitting back to the 3 spot as we come down in and out of turn number 2. Still, Kilberg and Kreisa sitting out on the 1-2. We're taking 2 rides on out to a semi-main event out of this one. Got Bennett and Adric on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up into a semi-main event, but the top 2 are stretching it out as we go in and out of the third and final corner. All the way back to me, down through the 4th straightaway. It's looking like Kilberg and Kreisa giving themselves a pretty safe gap all the way back to the stripe. Back to the line, that's how it's going to go. Madden Kilberg going to get a spot in a semi-main event along with Declan Kreisa. The rest got to go on to round number 2, fight for their spot in a semi-main event out of 15. 16's the motor number, couple racks, a 6-year-old novice. Got Kinsley Shipley, Brody Peterson, Colton Williams, Edwin Welch, Carter Jackson, Evelyn Cady, and Finn Boyer. 1-2 separating a bit as we go in and out of turn number 1. Everybody else is bunched up doing some fighting all the way back to me. Got a 52 ride out looking like Kinsley Shipley out of Lee Summit, Missouri. Got Welch in the 881 ride. That's Finn Boyer. Got Shipley, Welch, and Boyer out running 1, 2, and 3. Carter Jackson back to the 4 spot. One more time. Staley Parker to staging. Staley Parker to staging. All the way back to me. 2 spots up for grabs in a main event. Going to go Kinsley Shipley and Edwin Welch for those 2 spots out of motor number 16. One more time. Need Staley Parker to staging. Staley Parker to staging. Evelyn's back up on the tires. Let her hear you. Second straightaway. That's why we wear pads, guys. Little heads up for the parents as well, especially for these younger riders. Please, please have them up there ready to go with plenty of time, especially if your number is lower than 25 for your motor number. Please have them up there right as soon as we start the round. Give them plenty of time to be up, not miss a moto, have themselves ready to go. 17 motor number out on track, 6-year-old novice guy, Banks, Connell, Molman, Carco, Hall, and Collin. Guy, River, Banks, and Nolan Carco out on the 1-2, I believe, as we come out of turn number 1. Still Banks, Carco sitting down on the 1-2. Camden Collin back to the 3 spot. My microphone is dying. Carco trying to come around the outside line all the way back to me. That's how it's going to go. 2 spots up for grabs once again. Going to go Banks and Carco.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
'18 is a moto number, 7-year-old novice guy, Gwynn. Staley Parker, last call. Staley Parker, last call. Gog, Gwynn, Eulery, Johnson, Rao, Lloyd, Franklin, and Lynn. Colton Style to staging. Colton Style to... Little bit of Mike trouble right here. Got Eulery, Franklin, Rao out on the 1-2-3. Lynn back to the 4 spot. In and out of turn number 3, taking 3 riders. Got Eulery, Franklin, and Rao grabbing up your transfers out of 18.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
19 is the moto number. Got Hodges, Parker, Molman, and Deal. Colton last call for Colton Style at the staging. Last call for Colton Style. Meanwhile, out on track, looks like we got Hodges and Deal out on the 1-2. Molman back to the 3 spot. Melman, I'm sorry.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right. See if that's any better. One rider going on out to a main event out of that one, looking like Hunter Hodges out of moto number 19. 20 is a moto number 9-year-old novice. Got Hall, Welch, Belcher, Parker, Bellis, and Style. In and out of turn number 1, all the way back at me, looking like Belcher, Hall, and 633 ride, Kyson Parker back to the 3 spot, taking 2 riders on out to a main event out of this one. Still got Belcher, Hall, Parker out on the 1, 2, 3, Beans, Welch back to the 4 spot. Oh, I got a real up close and personal view from down here on the ground. Oh, Belcher got the outside line, had that lead. Oh, left that door wide open for Hall. Hall didn't quite pull the trigger on it as we come all the way back down to the stripe. 2 riders going on out to a main event. 2 riders stretching it out, coming all the way back at me. Going to go Belcher and Hall, 1 and 2 out of motor number 20. 21's a motor number, 11-year-old novice. God, Dylan King, E-Money Carlton, Blake Johnson, Emma Smilanich, Ethan Malone, and Lando Eulery. Out of turn number 1, looking like King and Eulery out on the 1-2. E-Money sliding on up to the 3 spot, followed up by the 614 ride, sitting just on the outside on the 4. That's Blake Johnson. 2 riders on out to a main event out of this one. Once again, those spots belong to King and Eulery right now. E-Money sitting on the outside looking in, trying to do all kinds of shopping all the way back at us. Smilanich down over there in turn number 1, I believe. Oh.
Attention.
Emma's back up on the bike. I believe we lost one in turn number 1 over there. All the way back at me. Dylan King going to get a spot in the main event. And Lando Eulery. Your 2 spots out of motor number 21. 22, second rack of 11-year-old novice out on track. God, the Hunter Rogers, Jacqueline Harrell, Madeline Schillenberg, Lily Campbell, and Noah Nixon. Campbell sitting out front. Believe that's... Is that the Hunter? That's Rogers back to the 2 spot. New Jersey colors, didn't quite recognize them. Got Harrell and Nixon on the 3-4. We're taking 2 riders to a main event out of this one as well. Second rack of 11 novice. Still got Campbell and Rogers out on the 1-2. Jacqueline Harrell on the outside looking in, trying to find a way up into the top 2 as we come all the way in and out of the final corner.
Watch the gate.
That's how it's going to go all the way back to the stripe. Lily Campbell going to get a spot in the main event, followed up by the Hunter, Winston Rogers, 1 and 2. Oh, lost one over there in turn number 1. Believe that's Jackson Lester. He's back up on his feet. Got King and Franklin out on the 1-2, followed up by Lopez DeWart. 23's a motor number, got Lester, Arnold, Franklin, Lopez DeWart, Riley King, and Cale Kepka. Still King, Franklin out on the 1-2. Lopez DeWart back to the 3 spot, followed up by Kepka, Arnold on the 4-5. Lester's back up on the pedals on the 6 spot. Single file as we come in and out of the 3rd and final corner.
Okay, riders, random start.
2 spots up for grabs all the way back at me. Once again, top 2 stretching it on out. Back 2 is going to go Riley King for a spot. And Hayden Franklin for a spot out of motor number 23. Birthday boy, I believe, as well. Hayden Franklin celebrating a birthday today. If you run into him out on track, let him know it. 24 is motor number 13. Moves being made. God, Skaggs sitting on the top spot. It's a battle for everything else. Got Malone, Skaggs, Ostrom, Visnich, and Nixon. Got Skaggs, and I believe that's the 196 of Steven Ostrom out on the 1-2. Nixon back to the 3 spot, followed up by Malone.
Okay, right.
And Visnich, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single file as we come in and out of the final corner. Taking 2 riders to a main event out of this one. Nixon trying to find a way on in. Not quite going to have enough to catch the top 2. That's Skaggs and Ostrom grabbing up your transfer spots out of 24. 25 is the motor number, 14 novice. Got Wise, Laney, and Schlotzauer. Got Wise sitting out front right now. Got Schlotzauer, Laney right there on the 2-3, just about single file as we go in and out of turn 2. Schlotzauer all over the back wheel trying to find a way on by as we go through the rhythm section. Going to pick an outside line. Try to charge it on by, see if he can find a way around the outside as we go into turn number 3. Not quite enough. Going to have to set back and pull in for a drag race as we come out of turn number 3. All the way back at us. Didn't get the greatest drive off the corner. Going to try to make it close anyways. Not quite going to have enough. Going to go Wise, Schlotzauer, and Laney. Total points out of that one, racing for low points. 26, 35-year-old nervous guy, Hoyer, Young, Jack, Mackinson, and Chidsey. 240 ride sitting out front right now. Got William Jack stretching it on out just a little bit. 5'11 ride of Cody Chidsey all over the rear wheel.
Attention.
Man, I looked down and expected to see somebody from way out of nowhere because I didn't recognize him.
Random start.
Oh, he's on a chromoly bike, too. Those are my people. All the way back to me. 2 spots up for grabs. William Jack going to get a spot. Stretching it on out to Chidsey, who's going to grab up the second transfer spot out of 26. '27 is the motor number. 41 to 45-year-old novice. Got Dominguez, Welch, Howard, and Connell. Got Devin Connell sitting out front right now. I believe David Welch trying to grab an inside line as we go in and out of turn number 2. You guys got work the next couple of days. I need you to settle it on down.
Attention.
306, right? I believe that's Dominguez trying to hold on for the second spot. Welch got the inside line. Dominguez going to poke the nose out, try to hold on to the 2 spot as we go in and out of turn number 3. We're only taking 1 rider to a main event. 2, 3, 4 don't matter for the transfer spot all the way back to me. That spot belongs to Devin Connell, going to grab up a transfer spot with some authority out of 27. 28's motor number 6-year-old intermediates. Guy Seth Daly, Kane the Holt Combs, and Austin Miller. Single file in and out of turn number 1. Guy Combs, Miller, Daly, 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Daly, trying to find a way on up to the top 2. Miller and Daly doing some battle on the 2-3, but it's all the Hulk doing it for the Bicycle Shack crew. NAC 13 rider Combs sitting out front on this one as we go down through the rim section. Little peek over the shoulder from Miller all the way back at us. Trying to get a read on how much of a gap he's got. It's not much as we go in and out of turn number 3. Single file still. Total points racing for this one, so they're going to race all 3 times. Every spot's going to count. Here comes Daly on the outside line, going to try to find a way on by all the way back to the stripe. Oh, a little bit of crooked little sketch. Going to go Combs, Miller, Daly, your 1, 2, and 3 out of 28. 29's the motor number 7-year-old intermediates. Got Smilich, Meadors, and Hall. Emmett Hall sitting out front. You got to keep the wheel on the ground, dude. It's faster. At some point, you're going to lose the ground doing that. Still got Hall and Meadors out on the 1, 2. Smilich back to the 3 spot. Total points on this one as well. Single file racing, and they're going to do it all night long, racing for low points along the way. Hall getting some airtime. I got to talk to that kid about keeping his wheels on the ground. He's been watching his buddy Graham Little ride a little too much. Lost Stinky over there on the first straight. He's back up. Total points on this one back to the line. Going to go Hall, Meadors, and Smilich 1, 2, and 3. 30's a motor number. Guy Watson, Miracle, Campbell, Horrell, Hall, and Dobbins. Guy Hall sitting out front on this one right now. Looks like Watson, the delegator, holding on to the 2 spot. Here comes Lightning Campbell trying to find a way on by, followed up by Dobbins and Miracle, the new intermediate. Stinky's back up. Give him a hand. Believe he got a little bit of a squeeze going down that first straightaway. He's right back up on it.
Attention.
2 spots up for grabs in a main event out of this one. Carnage KCR colors all the way back to the stripe. Saccone Hall going to get a spot in the main event. And Freaky Fast colors of the delegator, Brooke Watson out of Stillwell, Kansas, going to grab up that second transfer spot out of 30. One's a motor number. We got pretty much 5 wide going in and out of turn number 1. Looks like pretty good shot out of Big Mac Duval. Going to come around the outside lane, charge on out of turn number 1 with a whole shot all the way back to me. Going to go Duval, Stewart, Staten, Dobbs, and Olsen. I saw Staten in 10 intermediate and did a double take. Is that Evie back to the 2 spot? That's Everett Staten in second place. Whoa. They grow up so fast. Stretching it on out is Duval as we go in and out of turn number 3 with some authority coming in and out of the third and final corner. 2 spots up for grabs in the main event out of this one. Got Duval and Staten out on the 1-2 right now. Here comes Dobbs trying to find a way on by all the way back to the stripe. Not quite going to have enough today. Going to go Big Mac Duval for a transfer spot. And Verdi Bird Staten grabbing up that second transfer spot. That's a perfect nickname, by the way, whoever did that. 32 is the motor number. 11 intermediates. Got Curley, Thornton, Bass, Davidson, and Conklin. Got Curley, Chase Mode out on the 1 spot. Got Corbin Davidson, Benny the Jet Bass running on the 2-3, followed up by Conklin, Zack Attack, and Bug Thornton. Davidson doing a little bit of shopping. 2 riders going on out to a main event out of this one. Benny the Jet on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up. He's going to go side by side with Davidson all the way back to the stripe. Davidson got to stay on the gas all the way back to him. He looks like Curley, and narrowly Davidson holding on to that second transfer spot out of motor number 32. 33 is the motor number. 12 intermediates, a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. Got Wise, Agson, AJ Johnson, Cody Velasquez, the Gladiator of Gunnar Nash, and London Johnson. I'm waiting for AJ and London to be out 1-2 so I can make some joke about it, but no cigar yet. It's all the Edge Racing colors on the Rock 1 of Cody Velasquez out front right now, followed up by AJ Johnson. And believe that's Derek Wise back to the State 9 bike all the way back to me. 2 spots up for grabs. Going to go Velasquez and Johnson for your transfer spots. That's AJ Johnson and Cody Velasquez. Out of 33, 34 is a motor number. 13 intermediates. Got Welch, Smilich, Odell, Belgrave, Fetch, Holt, and Penny. Got Kit Kat and Belgrave out on the 1-2. Looking like Welch and Smilich on the 3-4 as we come in and out of turn number 2.
Attention.
Top two's trying to stretch it on out just a little bit. We got 3 spots up for grabs in the main event. Adelaide Welch holding on to that 3rd spot right now. Got a whole lot of Kyle Smilenich in the rearview mirror. Got a drag race for the 3 spot all the way back to the stripe. I'll see what we got. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Holt, Belgrave, and Smilenich coming on by at the line for that 3rd and final transfer spot out of moto number 34. 35 is the moto number. Got 15 intermediates. Got Pokup, Kohler, Jack, and Cheese Dust Svoboda. Svoboda and Kohler out on the 1-2. Jack doing a little bit of shopping. Going to try to move on up to a 2 spot. A little bit of elbow love. Cameron Jack moving on up to the 2. Down through the 3rd straightaway. We're taking one rider on out to the main event. It's Cheese Dust Svoboda out there right now. Jack going to try to throw a little bit of racecraft into the mix. See if he can find a way on up as we go down through the 4th straightaway. Drag race coming all the way back to us. Cheese Dust holding on just a little bit. 1 transfer spot on that one goes to Svoboda out of 35. 36 and motor number, 12-year-old ladies experts got Super Sophia Campbell, Riley Brown, and Fearless Fallon Tyler. Got Brown and Tyler out on the 1-2 right now. Super Soph back to the 3 spot, single file as we come in and out of turn number 2. State Run Ride doing it for the Bicycle Shack crew. That's Fly Ride Brown sitting out front on this one. Got Fearless Fallon all over the rear view mirror. Going to see if she can make anything happen coming out of turn number 3. Good line out of Fallon Tyler right there. See if she can make anything happen down the 4th straight. Going to pull up side by side right up to the rear wheel. Going to go Brown and Tyler 1-2. Campbell back to the 3 spot. 37's the motor number. 8-year-old experts got Moorhead, Bowie, Holly, Little, Shingleton, and Aldrich. Got the Freight Train and the Golden Boy out on the 1-2. Taco Bell Aldrich back to the 3 spot, followed up by T-Bone, Shingleton, and Holly.
Attention.
Little on the outside, trying to find a way on by. A little bit of racecraft action underway out of the 8 experts as we come in and out of turn number 3. Little bit of a run out of Little, the Freight Train, trying to hold on tight as we come all the way back to the stripe. Little going to pull up side by side. That's how they're going to go back to the line. Believe it was Bowie Little 1-2. 2 going on out to a main event. Jackson said, whoa, I haven't had anybody close to me in a little while. 9X, 38's the motor number. Got Howard, Holt, Lynn, Jackman, Bailey, O'Connell. Got Jackman, O'Connell, Bailey out on the 1-2-3. Got Clutch. New expert at Jackson, Lynn, and Braden Pohl rounding out the field as we go in and out of turn number 3. O'Connell trying to find a way on by. Going to tuck up to the rear wheel of Jackman. Nice and colorful wheel set right there out of Jackman. He's glowing coming all the way back to the line. Going to go Jackman, O'Connell, and Bailey. So Jackman and O'Connell going to grab up your transfer spots out of motor number 38. 39's the motor number. Got 10-year-old experts, No Boom, Campbell, and Davidson. Austin Neal to staging. Neal, if you are racing class, please head on up to staging. Got Davidson, No Boom out on the 1-2, followed up by Campbell back to the 3 spot. Side by side goes the boys in and out of turn number 3. Davidson got a little bit of white line action. No Boom shut him on down from the outside. Coming all the way back to us. See if Davidson can put on a charge, make it a race all the way back to the stripe. Nobody's catching No Boom after turn number 3. Going to go No Boom, Davidson, and Campbell 1, 2, and 3 out of that one. 40's the motor number. Got 12-year-old experts at Couts, Carson, and Laredo Jr. Silent Assassin sitting out front right now. That's Logan Carson, followed up by Patrick Couts and Hector Laredo Jr. out on the 1-2-3. Total points racing on this one as well. They're going to do it all night long. Every spot's going to count as we come all the way back home. Got onto wheels. Ooh. Onto wheels colors on the 2 spot. It's all throwdown sitting out front right now. Coming out of O'Fallon, Missouri, got Logan Carson, the Silent Assassin, all the way back to me. Going to grab up an ace out of round number 1. Going to go Carson, Couts, and Laredo Jr. 1, 2, and 3. Out of motor number 40. 41's a motor number 14. Experts got the Wise Guy of Wiseman, Jake Hattie, the Nightmare Taylor, and Orange Crusher Hengel. Got Hengel and Wiseman out on the 1-2. A little bit of airtime out of the on-2 wheels colors all the way back to us. Going to go Hengel, Wiseman, Hattie, and the Nightmare running 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 spot up for grabs in the main event as we come all the way back at us. Wiseman going to try to mount a little bit of a charge, see if he can make any ground on the Orange Crusher all the way back home. Made up some ground, not quite enough. Going to go Hengel for your transfer spot out of 41. Turning the page over to the 15 experts. 42's motor number. Got Stafford, Welch, Watson, O'Neill. Olson and Schwartz. Got Stafford and Watson out on the 1-2, followed by Olson, Welch, and Schwartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Freaky Fast Colors trying to stretch it out just a little bit. Here comes Watson all over the rearview mirror. He's hanging real close out of turn number 3. We're taking 2 on out to a main event out of this one. Top 2 got a bit of a gap. Going to play it safe all the way back home. Going to go Stafford and Watson grabbing up your transfer spots out of 42. 43 is the motor number. 16 experts. Got Super Cooper Kelly, Kyle Velasquez, and Lola Janjovic. Did Lola just spin on the straightaway? Okay.
Attention.
I didn't see it. I heard it. I'm like, if that straightaway just lost grip because she was pedaling that hard, that's crazy. All the way back to me. Factory DFR Powerlight color sitting out on the 1 spot. Going to be Lola J all the way back to the stripe. Followed up by Velasquez and Kelly. That's your 1, 2, 3 out of 43. 44 is a motor number. 17 to 20 experts. Got toll-free Fetters, Mason, Blake and Feder. Ooh. Whoa, I already said that name. And Madden got Sugar Sean and Amir Tolfree out on the 1-2. Mason back to the 3 spot, followed by Blake
Attention.
and Fedders. Top 5 going down single file in and out of turn number 3. Taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Mason going to do a little bit of shopping, see if we can find a way on up in the program all the way back to me. Tolfree going to come on by the outside line. Going to go Tolfree and Sugar Sean Madden grabbing up your transfer spots. Out of motor number 44. 45 is the motor number. Brown coming to, downtown trying to come around the outside line. Andrew Rao slammed that door shut, coming all the way back home. Got Brown, Rao, Mercer, and Nash. Here comes downtown sliding back on by on the inside line as we go in and out of turn number 2. Got Nash all over the rear wheel. Mr. Jason Mercer said, I have no desire to race with those guys up there. I'm just going to take a joyride back here and hang tight. Rao pulling right up to the inside bar as we come all the way back home. Got 1 spot in the main event up for grabs. Downtown Brown going to scurry away with that first transfer spot out of 45. 46, the motor number, 55-year-old experts got Agson, Woolery, and Hinton. Pretty good shot out of Skeeter on the inside, but it's all Zechariah Hinton doing it for the Bikes for the Likes of Us crew in and out of turn number 1. Total points on this one. They're going to do it like this all evening long. Down through the second straightaway, still got Hinton, Woolery, Agson out running 1, 2, and 3. Do something cool. That was cool. Single file in and out of turn number 3. Going to go Hinton, Woolery, and Acton 1, 2, and 3 to round out round number 1. Xander
Whew. Oh, I was off. There we go. All right. We're out here. Friday night, Blue Springs BMX, second round, about to go down.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And the gate drops. We got Emmett Hall, Taco Bellamy Aldridge, and Jackson Smilinich down that front straightaway. Looks like Taco Bell Aldridge on the top spot right now. Gotta be Hall on that 2 spot as they head out of the first corner. 2 riders going to a main event out of this one. Jordan Blake to staging. Jordan Blake, make your way on up to staging. All right. Got some money on the line for these guys. They're going to go pick up a new Hot Wheel, new tech deck after racing tonight. As long as they get the podium, get that money.
Attention.
All right. Hall
Okay,
and
Ryder,
Aldridge
random
going
start.
to a main event.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
First rack of the 9 to 12-year-old opens. Got motor number 7 on the track. Davidson, Campbell, Penny, Bailey, and Smilinich. 2 riders going to a main event out of this one. We got a big group of them coming out of that first corner. Got to be 3. Juice Box, Arrow Bailey on the top spot right now. As they head down through the second section, got to be Davidson right there on the 2 spot. G-Man on the outside looking in. Got to be Juice Box, Davidson, and Campbell. 1, 2, and 3 right now. Campbell's going to venture to the outside, see what happens in and out of that last corner. One more straightaway to go. It's going to be a drag race for the second place. But up front, got to be all Juice Box. Here comes G-Man. Not going to have enough time this time. Got to be Davidson and Bailey transferring on through. Moving on now. More 9-year-old opens. Motor number 8 got Howard, Laredo Jr., Davidson, Dobbs, and Harves. On the top spot right now, got to be Laredo
Attention.
Jr., Hector Laredo Jr. on the top spot. Got to be Clutch. Corbin Howard doing it for
Riders ready.
Freaky Fast Racing. Down that last straightaway they go. Hector Laredo going to pick up the transfer along with Mr. Clutch. Corbin Howard. Heck yeah. 13 and over on the track right now. Got Jonjovic, Smilinich, Blake, Tolfree, and Neal. Looks like they got an old-fashioned boat ride. Jordan Blake's going to say, I'm going to, oh, you might need a new back rim after that, Amir. When are we going to start learning how to actually jump triples? As they go through. They're all going through, so Jordan Blake.
Attention.
Addie Welch to staging.
Okay, riders, random
All right.
start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Man. So, hoping for some quick healing for slow-mo. Austin Neal. I see him right there. And broken bars. Fast healing for your bike and you, sir. Moving on. 10 cruisers on the track. Got to be the Hawk. Jed O'Connell, Creighton Harves, Sawyer Penny. 2 riders going to a main event out of this one. In and out of that second corner. Got to be all the Hawk. Jed O'Connell on the top spot right now. Got to be Penny on the 2 spot as they head through the section. 2 riders going to a main event out of this one.
Watch the
Creighton
gate.
Harves got it on cruise control. Now, don't be, hey, Creighton, don't be taking up the habits of your brother, half-track Harves. Don't be a half-track Harves out here. Huh. Shandy Bass to the sign-in booth. Shandy Bass to the sign-in booth. All right, moving on. 15 cruisers on the track. Motor number 11 got Olson, Stafford, and Schwartz. Total points race for these cats. They'll go around one more time tonight. After this, got to be Stafford on the top spot, showing the speed. Got to be a battle for that 2 spot between Schwartz and Olson. Olson going to get the 2. Brody with the 1. Schwartz on the 3 spot. 1720 cruiser up in the gate now. Gabrielle Welch to the gate. I definitely said the wrong name. All right. Man. Motor number 12. Oh, you're I see you, Swoboda. I'll step right over here. Try to hit me now. Yeah. Yeah. Do it. Come on. All right. I'll stand right here. Let's do it. Chuck, hey, you know what? We'll get a picture with Chuck, too. Yeah, I'll stand right here. Right there.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
I want to see.
Riders
We'll
ready,
see if he
watch
jumps
the
over
gate.
me. How about that? He's going to jump all the way up here. Yeah. 1720 Cruiser down that front straightaway. Got to be Jameson, Swoboda, and Welch on the top spot right now. Got to be Spike. Justin Swoboda down that second straightaway. Here he comes right next to me. Woo! Got to be Boda. There's Jameson right there doing it for the Bikes for the Likes of Us crew. But it's all on two wheels colors.
Attention.
Swoboda on the top spot. He's going to come on by.
Random
Total
start.
points racing. He'll pick up another one. Jameson going to get the
Riders
2.
ready, watch
Gabby
the gate.
Welch on the 3. Moving on, 5 and under novice. Man, these kids got semis. I want to get real loud for some 5 and under novice. Got Zoe Hawley, Ivy Gwynn, Rosalie Malone, and Piper Franklin down that front straightaway, along with Kasem Hall on the top spot right now as they head out of that first corner. Going to be all Cabo. River and Georgia Campbell to staging. River and Georgia Campbell to staging. On the top spot, though, 2 riders going to a semi-main event out of this one. Got to be all Cabo. Kasem Hall on the top spot, 460 bike. Got to be Piper Franklin right there on the 2 spot. Zoe Holly on the outside looking in right now as they head in and out of that last corner.
Attention.
It's all.
Okay, riders,
All. He's
random
going to come on
start.
by as long as he keeps them.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Last call, River and Georgia Campbell to staging. River and Georgia Campbell to staging. Piper Franklin and Kasem Hall. Oh, all right. Motor number 14 now, 500 novice. Got to be O'Neill, Howe, Mackinson, Welch down that second straightaway. 2 more riders going to a semi-main event. 214 bike on the top spot. Got to be one of them Welches. Maggie Welch on the top spot. In and out of the corner they go. New rider sliding on in. Got to be the 434 bike. That's Ford Howe. 1 and 2 right now on the outside. Got to be the 600 bike. Darian O'Neill going through the section. But it's all Howe and Welch. 1 and 2 as they head on by. Last straightaway action for them. They just got to cross the line with their bike. They're making a semi-main event. Excuse me, Ford Howe and Miss Maggie Welch. Good racing for Darian and Maverick. More 500 novice up in the gate. Got River Campbell. Adric Cannell. Georgia Campbell. Hey, Ben. Last call, Campbell. Last call.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Heard that. Down they go. 2 riders. Gotta be Bennett and Adric going to a main event. Yeah. Or semi-main event. I keep thinking. It's only one. It's either the 5 and unders, the 6 novice, or the opens will have semis. And it's every 2-3 weeks. Boat ride. Got it easy for these guys. Adric and Bennett going to a main event. Heck yeah. Easy money. All right. 6 novice up in the gate. Got Peterson, Williams, Jackson, and Katie and Boyer. 2 riders going to a main event out of this one. Actually, a main event this time. We're on a different
Attention.
different class now.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Down the front straightaway they go. Looks like maybe. Ooh, I don't know. There's one rider shooting out front, away from the rest of the pack. A81 bike, got to be Finn Boyer. Uh-oh. Got a rider down. We're going to get her checked out. Down the rhythm section, straight away they go. Finn Boyer on the top spot, got to be the 172 bike. Colton Williams right there. Here comes Brody Peterson and Carter Jackson. We're getting Evelyn checked on out. Looks like she's doing all right. She's going to be standing here in a few moments. Staley Parker to staging. Staley Parker to staging. But it's going to be all Finn Boyer and Colton Williams going to a main event. She's back up on her feet, guys. Let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ben's checking her out, making sure she's all right. We're going to get the bike checked out, see if she wants to finish the lap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe get a popsicle. What do you think about that? Popsicle? All right. Yeah, let's give it up one more time. She's going to walk up to the top of this hill. She's going to finish her lap on out. Yep, yep, yep. And off she goes. All right. Good job, Evelyn.
Attention.
Moving on, 6 novice up in the gate. Motor number 17 got Connell,
Okay, riders, random
Melman,
start.
and Hall.
Riders ready. Watch
Oh.
the gate.
Calling in there as well. Gate drops down to the front straightaway. Who's got the pop? Looks like coming out of gate number 3, maybe Roman Hall, maybe? I don't know. All right, 377, gotta be. Bryson Parker, Colton Steele, make your way on up to staging. Bryson Parker, Colton Steele, got to be the 377 bike. Camden Collin, run away from the rest of the pack, got to be the 882 bike right behind him. That is Roman Hall. As they head on through,
Attention.
it's going to be all Collin
Okay, riders, random
down that
start.
straightaway. He's going to pick up a transfer.
Riders ready.
Here comes
Watch the
Roman.
gate.
Good job, Quinn and Allen, coming on out tonight. 7 novice now. Motor number 18 got Gwen, Johnson, Lloyd, and Lynn. In and out of that first corner, looks like 33 bike on the top spot. Got to be Layla Lynn. Laying those lap times down. Kyson Parker, Colton Style to staging. Kyson Parker,
Attention.
Colton Style to staging. Oh, we got a rider down. Woo! That was pretty cool. Seeing that from right here, it looked like she was about to
Okay,
hit it.
riders,
Let's
random
give it up.
start.
He got up all on his own.
Ready.
Man,
Watch the gate.
Layla Lynn going to come on by cruise control. 39 bike as well. Got to be Layla Lynn, Isabella Gwynn, and our down rider, Carter Lloyd, making a transfer spot. Last call for Kyson Parker, last call. 8 novice now on the track. Staley Parker, Johnny Melman, Vivian Deal. Looks like we got 2 riders on the track. Vivi the Vibe Deal and Johnny Melman. They're going to a main event.
Attention.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Motor number 20, gate drops down. Gotta be the 9 novice on the track. Got Colleen Welch, Kyson Parker, Wyatt Bellis, Colton Steele. But we're missing some. Luckily, I know who we're missing. Got Wyatt Bellis and Colleen Welch. On the track, they're going to do their lap. They just got to keep it on 2 wheels, pass the finish line on their bike. Easy money.
Attention.
I know, I'm trying, Justin.
Okay,
I'm
right.
really trying. And to all the Welches, I'm really trying to get Colleen right. Right? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. All right, good job to those. Bellis and Welch Moving on, 11 novice, motor number 21 on the track. Got E-Money Carlton, Blake Johnson, Emma Smilin, Ethan Malone. In and out of that first corner. They're 3 wide. 24 bikes maybe pokes a little bit more out. Got to be Smilin on the top spot. In the 2, that's got to be the 144 bike. E-Money, Everett
Attention.
Carlton. Down the straightaway they
Okay,
go.
riders, random
Got to
start.
be Smilin
Riders,
and
ready?
Carlton.
Watch the
1
gate.
and 2. Down that last straightaway they go. Here comes a new rider. Not going to have enough time. It's going to be all Carlton and Smilinich. Good racing from Johnson and Malone. More 11 novice now, motor number 22. Got Jacqueline Harrell, Madeline Schulenberg, and Noah Nixon on the track. 824 bike on the top spot. Got to be Jacqueline Harrell leading the way. In and out of that second corner through the section they go. Got to be the 257 bike.
Attention.
Noah Nixon on that last spot to the
Okay,
main
riders,
event.
random
Here
start.
comes Madeline.
Riders,
Schulenberg.
ready? Watch the gate.
2 riders going to a main event out of this one. Yeah. Here comes Noah Nixon on by along with Jacqueline Harrell. Good racing from Madeline. 12 novice now, motor number 23. Got Jackson Lester, Connor Arnold, Antonio Lopez Duarte, and Kale Kepka on the track right now. Woo. In and out of that second corner through the section, 575 bike. Got to be Kale
Attention.
Kepka on the top spot.
Okay, riders, random start.
Hardcore Realtor colors. Well,
Riders,
maybe not.
ready? Watch the gate.
All right. Down that last straightaway, got to be the 174 bike along with the 844. Jackson Lester transfers on out along with Kale Kepka and Antonio Lopez Duarte. Good racing from Connor Arnold right there. Moving on, 13 novice, got motor number 24, Tyler Malone, Skylar Vizinich, and
Attention.
Elijah Nixon. 220 bike on the top spot. Got to be Nixon
random
up
start.
front. I
Ready?
see
Watch the
Skylar
gate.
right there on the outside. Brake checked up. Going to try to take the low line. Not going to work this time around. It's going to be all Nixon and the 932 bike of Tyler Malone going to a main event. 14 novice now. Total points racing for these cats. Moto number 25 got Wise, Laney, and Schlotzhauer. In and out of that second corner they go. Got to be
Attention.
129 bike. Mark Schlotzhauer on the top spot. Here comes State 5, Adam Wise on the
random
2.
start.
Going to mix up some points a little bit.
Riders, ready?
Looks
Watch the
like it.
gate.
Oh, it's all tied up for 1 and 2. Schlotzhauer going to come on by with the 1. Wise going to get the 2. Laney going to come on by with the 3. 26-35 now. It's now got Hoyer, Young, and Mackeson in and out of that first corner. Looks like the 56 bike, Macy Mackeson, leads them on out of that first corner. 691 bike, Ashlyn Hoyer right there on the 2. Oh, a little airtime into turn 2. Just a little bit of airtime,
Attention.
you know, keep it under control. Good save right there.
Okay, riders, random start.
Got to be all Hoyer
Riders,
or
ready?
Mackeson on the top
Watch the
spot.
gate.
Hoyer on the inside. Here comes Jacob Young around the outside. Slim Shady style. He's going to make it happen. Maybe all the way to the line they go. Maxon going to get your first transfer along with Mr. Jacob Young. Good racing from Ashlyn Hoyer right there. 41-45. Nervous is on the track. Got motor number 27. Dominguez, Welch, and Howard.
Attention.
Campbell to staging. Lachlan Campbell to staging.
Okay, riders, random start.
It's going to be
Riders,
Alvin
ready?
Howard
Watch the gate.
on the top spot. Right now, 2 riders going to a main event. 306 bike on the inside. Gonna be, oh, man, if you didn't slip the pedal at the end, you would have had it. Dominguez gonna come on by. Good racing from David Welch. 6 intermediate now, motor number 28. Got total points racing for Daly, Combs, and Miller. On the top spot, Nag 13 bike. Got to be the Hulk, Kane Combs, leading the way on out. As they head through the section, Austin
Attention.
Miller, or Seth Daly on the 2 spot.
Right.
Got to be
Random
Austin
start.
Miller on,
Riders,
am I mixing it
ready?
all up?
Watch the gate.
Oh, got a rider down. We're going to get him checked on out. Yeah, it is. All right, Austin Miller is in second. All right. Kane gets the 1. Miller with the 2. Seth Daly back on up. Let's give Seth a round of applause, guys. Share the love. Share the love. Man, 7 intermediate now. Got Jackson, Smilinich, Hunter Metters, Emmett Hall. Hall on the top spot now. Total points racing for these cats. Here comes Smilinich on the 2. Got to be
Attention.
Hunter Metters on the 3.
Okay, riders, random
It's going
start.
to be all Emmett Hall coming out of that last corner. He's just got to
Riders
keep it
ready.
on 2 wheels all the way to the line. Kid's a league rider already manualing. Man, I wish I was fast. All right, Metters with the 2, Smilinich on the 3. Emmett Hall going to take over the 1 spot. 9 intermediate now. Got motor number 30. Miracle, Horrell, and Dobbins on the track right now. 4 riders originally for this race, but, you know.
Attention.
We got a little boat ride situation.
Okay, riders, random
Got to be
start.
Axel Miracle, Dylan Sneaky Rail, Shallow
Riders
Dobbins
ready.
going to a
Watch
main
the
event
gate.
out of this one. 10 intermediate now on the track. Motor number 31. Got T-Money Stewart, Taylon Dobbs, and Lily Olson. Man, oh man, in and out of that first corner on the top spot. Got to be the 32 bike. That's all Taylon Dobbs leading the way right now. Oh, is this a boat ride? This is a boat ride.
Attention.
Yep. All these riders going to a main event.
Okay, riders, random start.
Trenton Stewart, Taylon Dobbs, Lily Olson.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
They're still going to race it, though. Yeah. All the way. 760 bike. T-Money. Going to get second right at the line and go to a main event. Along with Lily Olson. 11 intermediate now. Motor number 32. Got Reese Bug Thornton, Benny the Jet Bass, Zack Attack Bass, and Hunter Conklin. Man, oh man. State 5 bike out of that
Attention.
first corner. Got to be Benny the Jet Bass.
Okay,
On the
riders,
top
random
spot.
Start. Riders
Got
ready,
Reese
watch
Bug
the gate.
Thornton on the bubble right now. Here comes the 131 bike. Man, all the way to the line, it's going to be Thornton, the 131. Zack Attack Bass just barely missed it. Benny the Jet and Hunter Conklin, along with Reese Bug, going to the main event. 12 intermediate now. Got motor number 33, Derek Wise, Saban Axon. Gunner, the Gladiator Nash, and London
Attention.
Johnson. Get in there, Saban. You just
Okay,
turned
riders,
intermediate.
random
Come
start.
on, let's go.
Riders
Derek
ready,
Wise.
watch the gate.
Uh-oh. London Johnson going to come on by. State 9 in the Gold Cup 1. Wise, Nash, and Johnson. Saban, let me tell you, your first race in the next class is never going to be easy. You know who I raced when I turned expert? I raced Drew Engler. That was fun. That was really fun. 13 intermediate now on the track. Got to be Welch, Odell, Fesh, and Penny. Got to be Neon Noah, man.
Random start.
On the top spot. Look, he's flash, dude. He's so fast. Down that last straightaway they go. Got to be Penny along with State 4 bike going to a main event. Good racing from Benjamin right there. 15 intermediate now. Semis are posted. Semis are posted online, on Facebook, and old school style. And probably old school style taped up on the sign-in shack.
Attention.
Love you too, Cameron. Wait.
Okay, riders,
Oh,
random
okay.
start. Riders
Malin
ready,
Pocup,
watch the gate.
Caden Kohler, Cameron Jack. Got to be Jack Attack on the front spot right now. 100 bike, Caden Kohler. He's going to pick up the 2. Good racing from Malin right there. Semis are racing right after round number 2, so check semis. If it's just the 5 and unders. 5 and under semis. If you made your semi-main event, you guys racing 10 motos is what that's the
Okay, riders.
word
random
is
start.
around town. Welcome to the Girls Club. 12 girls expert on the track. We got motor number 36. Campbell, Brown, and Tyler. Fly Riley Brown going to pick up another 1 spot in round number 2. Got to be Fearless Fallon. Waylon, I think your sister has been on a bike and on a racetrack racing more than you have this year. Come on. Man, 8 expert now. On the track, motor number 37 got Moorhead, Holly, Shingleton, and Aldridge. Get in there, Holly. In and out of that last corner. Man, T-Bone, Tristan Moorhead going to come on by, along with Taco Bell. There's Eula Shingleton. They're going to make a main.
Attention.
Good racing from
Okay,
Holly
riders,
right there.
random start.
9 expert now, motor number 38.
ready. Watch the gate.
.39's on the track. 10 experts. All right. You made me look a little less, you know, I was going to look pretty dumb right there, but we got it figured out. Note boom, Campbell, Davidson on the track right now. Looks like Davidson boys on the top spot. Here comes
Attention.
Bash Note boom doing it for a dasher around the outside down the straightaway. Man,
Riders ready.
that boy got some speed down the last straight. They go. It's all Note boom along with Davidson 1 and 2. Here comes G-Man. He going to pick up a 3. Round number 2. 12 experts now. More total points racing. Oh, wait, no, we're going back. Nope, we keep going. 12 experts. Whatever your mom said, Patrick, you better listen and pedal.
Attention.
Oh, you got semis? Yeah, take a break.
Okay,
You got
Ryder,
total points. Don't worry about it.
random
You'll get a trophy. You'll get stamps.
Riders ready.
Silent Assassin, Logan Carson. He's going to pick up a 1 spot in round number 2. Couts taking it easy. Hector Laredo Jr. taking it easy. Wait, you don't got semis, dude? You're a liar. Maybe, maybe not. 14 expert now. Gotta be. Motor number 41. Wiseman, Hattie, and Taylor. 2 riders going to a main event right now. Gotta be Wise Guy. Wiseman on the top spot. Here
Okay,
comes
Ryder,
Jake Hattie
random start.
on the 2.
Riders
Takes a
ready.
look over, sees where the nightmare is. It's all behind him. Man, Wiseman and Hattie transfer on through. Good racing from Liam right there. 15 experts now on the track. Motor number 42 got Welch, Olson, Neal, and Schwartz. These guys got a boat ride tonight. They're doing a little pump race. All right, pumping out of that second corner. Got to be Welch
Attention.
on the top spot right now. Here comes Olson trying to put
Okay,
all the
Ryder,
muscle
ready
into
to
his
start.
pump as they head on through. Quentin Welch going to
Riders
take it
ready.
upstairs. Did he
Watch
lose
the gate.
any speed off of that? Let's see. Down the last straightaway they go. Keller, pedal, pedal, pedal. Beat him. Dang it. Welch, Olson, and Schwartz going to a main event out of that one. This is okay. Motor number 43 got 16 experts total points racing for these guys. Got Super Cooper Kelly, Kyle Velasquez, and Lola J.
Attention.
Janjovic on the top spot right now, getting chased down by
Okay, Ryder,
Velasquez
random
as they head in and out of that last corner.
Riders
But man,
ready.
Lola J, she's like, I win Grands Mains for fun, dude. Like, come on. Lola J gonna get the 1. Kyle Velasquez gonna get the 2. Here comes Cooper Kelly. He gonna come on by with the 3. Flipping backwards now. Oh, I gotta find it. There we are. Motor number 38 on the track. Got Corbin Clutch Howard, Braden the Spear Holt, Jackson Lynn, and Juicebox Arrow Bailey. Uh-oh. Man. Corbin Clutch Howard on the top spot right now. We got 3 riders going to a main
Okay,
event
Ryder,
out of this
random
one.
start.
Gotta be the
Riders
Spear.
ready.
Braden
Watch the
Holt
gate.
right there in the 2 spot. Oh, it's all the freaky fast guys coming on through. Makes it pretty easy for me to read down and go, Corbin Clutch Howard, Braden Holt, and Juicebox Arrow Bailey. Gonna transfer on through. Good racing from Jackson Lynn. 1720 expert on the track right now. Hey, Jason, what you doing?
Attention.
Oh, my.
Okay, riders, random start.
Jason Mason.
Riders
Semi-riders
ready.
get on up
Watch
to
the
staging.
gate.
Semi-riders make your way on up to staging. Got Fetters, Mason, and Blake. Gotta be. Jason Mason, Jordan Blake going on through. All right. 2635 expert, motor number 45 right now. Got Rao, Mercer, and Nash. Got to be Nash on the top spot right now. Andrew Rao right there behind him.
Attention.
Okay, riders,
Repeat those,
random
Justin.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Down the last straightaway. It's going to be Rao and Nash going to a main event. Good racing from Jason. Hey, first 5 races. Yeah. Now you got to race the experts. Stage them up. Semis get on staged up. This is the last motor, round number 2 right here. Got 51 to 55 experts on the track. Motor number 46. Got Hinton, Woolery, Agson. Got to be all. Zachariah Hinton on the top spot. Lucas Beck to staging. Lucas Beck to staging. All right. Hinton's going to come on by. He's going to pick up The 1 spot. Here comes Skeeter with the 2. Axon going to come on by with the 3. Enoch Shingleton to staging. Piper Harves to staging. Oh, I'll just read it, yeah. How about that? Lucas Beck, Caliana Chidsey, Madden Kilberg, Piper Franklin, Ford Howe, Mr. Bennett, Piper Harves, Enoch Shingleton, Declan, Kasem Hall, Maggie Welch, and Adric Connell. You guys have semi-main event. Declan Kreisa. I don't know how to say that last name. I got it? High five. Woo! Heck yeah. I was so scared. Lucas Beck for semis? Is that all we're waiting on? No? Yes? Maybe? Piper Harves, Lucas Beck, make your way on up to staging. Yeah, honestly. Can you believe the parents of a 5-year-old? Come on, guys. I need to see Piper Harves and your parents to the finish line right now. Ugh. Where's Hayden? Hayden Harves. Hey, somewhere. Like walkie? All right. Yeah. Semi-main events out here. 5 and under novice. We got 2 of them. Lock loaded, ready to go. Beck, Chidsey, Kilberg, Franklin, Howe, and Bennett.
Attention.
Down the front straightaway they
Okay,
go.
Riders, random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Man, oh man, let's see who's got the pop. Looks like the 372 bike. Gotta be Caliana Chidsey getting a big jump. Oh, the one. Oh, who's that? Madden Kilberg had a big jump from the inside. Gate 1. He's on the top spot. We got 4 riders going to a main event out of this one. Let's get loud for the semis, guys. Come on. All right. That's more like it. Got Kilberg on the top spot right now. In that 2 spot is the 841 bike. Got to be Lucas Beck. Chidsey on the 3. Here comes the 460 bike. Got to be Piper Franklin. She's on the bubble right now.
Attention.
Let's see what's happening. Ford Howell trying to make his way in.
Random start.
All the way to the finish line they go. Kilberg going to pick up the first spot. Beck going to get the 2. Got to be Chidsey coming on by with the 3. There's Miss Piper Franklin. Going to pick up that last spot. 5 and under novice now. Number 2 got Harv, Shingleton, Kreisa, Hall, Welch, and Connell. Man, oh man. Jam-packed full of fun. 072 got to be Declan Kreisa on the top spot right now. Piper Harves right there on the 2 spot. Late to the gate, but not late to the front of the race, is what I would like to say. Man, on the 3 spot, 294 bike. Got to be Kasem Hall. Uh-oh, slipped a pedal through the rhythm. There's Enoch Shingleton on the 4. Man, in and out of that last corner. Let's see. Declan on the top spot. Here comes Piper Harves along with Kasem Hall. And rounding out the semi-transfers has got to be Enoch Shingleton. Good racing. Good racing. All right. With that, I just want
All right, Blue Springs BMX, we ready to roll on some money opens? There's more of you in the crowd than that. I know you guys can get a little louder than that. Pump them up. Pump these kids up in the gate, y'all. Make it feel like a show on a Friday night out here. USA BMX does a full-on pro show. I say, why not us?
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, everybody, the gate is down to motor number 16 under mixed opens. God, Emmett Hall, Bellamy, Taco Bell, Aldrich, the Golden Boy, Graham Little, and Jackson Bowie. Raising for $12.50 for the winner, $7.50 for second, and $5 for third. Making back your entry fees on a Friday night. Got the freight train of Bowie, got a pretty good hole shot out of turn number 1. We come all the way in and out of turn number 2. Got the Golden Boy and Taco Bell sitting back to the 3-spot. Hall on the outside looking in, trying to make a little money on a Friday.
Attention.
Edric Hawthorne is staging. Edric Hawthorne is staging as we go in and out of turn number 3. Still got Bowie, Little, Aldrich out on the 1, 2, 3 as we come all the way back home. Single file. That's how they're going to go all the way back to us. Going to go Bowie making $12.50 on a Friday, $7.50 to Little, and $5 for Bellamy Aldrich. 7 and 8, 9 and 12 opens. Got $32.5, $19.5, and $13 on the line. Got Davidson, Noboom, Bailey, Carson, Howard, Laredo Jr., Davidson, and Couts. Got the Silent Assassin, Xavier Davidson, and Patrick Couts out on the 1, 2, 3. Noboom and Laredo Jr. on the outside looking in, trying to make a little bit of money. $32.5 on the line for Logan Carson here as he goes in and out of turn number 3. He's got a whole lot of Xavier Davidson in the rear wheel. There goes Noboom around the outside, and Couts moving on up into the final money spot all the way back home. Going to go $32.50 to Carson, $19.50 into the pocket of Xavier Davidson, and $15 to third place. Bash Noboom, God, Madden, Mason, Johnsvik, Svoboda, Smilenich, Blake, and Tolfree. $20 on the line for the winner. God, Tolfree, Madden, and Svoboda out on the 1, 2, 3. Lola J and Jason Mason moving on by for the 4 spot. Looking like Lola J sliding on up to the top 4. Coming back at us, going to go Tolfree, Madden, Svoboda out on the 1, 2, 3. Onto Wheels Colors out on the 1, 2, and 3 spots right now. Chasing him in and out of turn number 3. Single file as we come all the way back to us. Svoboda getting a little squirrely, trying to move up to the top 2, but he's got nothing for the young guns all the way back to the line. Going to go Tolfree, Madden, and Svoboda for your money spots, followed by Lola J, rounding out the top 4.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
Last call, Edric Hawthorne. Last call, Edric Hawthorne. Gate is down to motor number 11. 15-year-old cruisers got Keller Olson, Brody Stafford, and Seth Schwartz. Got a pretty good shot out of Stafford in and out of turn number 1. He's got a whole lot of Keller Olson right there in the rearview mirror as we come all the way back out of turn 1. Going to go Freaky Fast Majesty and Bicycle Shack out on the 1, 2, 3. Single file into turn number 2. Nice and smooth, staying low as Stafford as we come out of the third and final corner. Got Seth Schwartz in the 3 spot, trying to make a way on up to Olson on the 2 spot, but they're not going to have anything for Stafford on a Friday night. Going to go Brody Stafford for the 1 spot, Keller Olson for the 2, and Seth Schwartz for the 3. That's how they'll go overall.
Watch the gate.
10-year-old cruisers got Jet the Hawk O'Connell, Sawyer Penny, Edric Hawthorne, and Bash Noboom. These are your 10-year-old cruisers in and out of turn 1. Pretty good shot out of the Hawk on the inside line, but Noboom going to come on over from the outside, slam that door shut. We're going to go in and out of turn number 1. Got Noboom, O'Connell, and Penny out on the 1, 2, 3. This one is not total points as they cross. What you see is what you get on this one.
Attention.
Single file down through the third straightaway. Got Ad Astra Colors of Bash Noboom coming out of Olathe, Kansas. In and out of turn number 3. Penny all over the outside hip of O'Connell, trying to find a way on by as we come out of turn 3. All the way back to me. Drag race on the 2 and 3 spot. Penny going to try to come on by. Looks like he's going to do it. All the way back to me. Going to go Noboom, Penny, and O'Connell 1, 2, and 3 at moto 10. Going up to motor number 12, got Drew Jameson, Justice Svoboda, and Gabrielle Welch. Pretty good shot out of Spike as we go in and out of turn number 2. He said, I just raced an open, man. I'm gassed. Justin, I know you're in better shape than the majority of us will ever be, but you still got to be a little bit tired. Jameson creeping on up to the 2 spot. Welch back to the 3 as we go in and out of the third and final corner. That's how it's going to go all the way back to the stripe. Just enough to take home the ace on a Friday. Going to go Svoboda, sweeping the 1s on the night. Jameson going to grab up a 2. Welch going to grab the 3s out of motor number 12. Same thing as the open here, guys. Make it feel like a show for the 500 novices. They went through round 1. They went through round 2. They went through semi-main events, starting to become a normal on a Friday.
Ready, watch the gate.
And here, main event, 5 and under novices out on track. Motor number 13, Gob, Beck, Chidsey, Kilberg, Franklin, Harf, Shingleton, Kreisa, and K-Bo Hall. Pretty good shot out of Kilberg and Kreisa out on the 1, 2, 3. Here comes Cabo Hall. Hall going to slide up to the 3 spot, trying to make a way up to the 2. Got Chidsey, Franklin, Harves fighting for the 4, 5, and 6 as we come all the way back to us. Here comes Caliana moving on up to the 3 spot, side by side with Cabo Hall in and out of turn number 2. But it's all Madden Kilberg it way on out as we come out of turn number 2. Declan Kreisa sitting back to the 2 spot. Caliana Chidsey on the 3. Here comes Cabo Hall and Princess Piper Harves running 4 and 5. Harves going to try to slide on up to the 4 spot on the inside down through the 3rd straightaway. Hall a little bit crooked, kept it on the pedals. Here comes Chidsey trying to hold on to the 3. Harves going to slide on up to that 3rd podium spot as we come all the way back home. Side by side are those two all the way back to me, but it's all Matt Kilberg wire to wire on this one. Going to go Kilberg. Princess Piper Harves grabbing up a 2 spot, followed by Declan Kreisa, 1, 2, and 3. Caliana Chidsey rounding out the top 4. 16 is the motor number. 6-year-old novice got Shipley, Williams, Welch, Boyer, Banks, Carco, Hall, and Collin. Got Edwin Welch, River Banks, and Vivian Deal to Vivian Deal up to staging. Shipley sliding on up to the 2 spot all the way back home, but it's all Edwin Welch. Edge Racing Colors coming to Independence Mo. Feeder off the pedals for Banks on the 3 spot. Going to slide back to the 4. Nolan Carco sliding on up to the 3 all the way back home. Welch going to stretch it on out as we come out of the 3rd and final corner. Kinsley Shipley and Nolan Carco round out the top 3. Banks holding on to the 4 spot all the way back home. That's how they're going to go. Little airtime out of Edwin Welch coming home for a win on a Friday, followed up by Shipley. Carco out of motor number 16. 18 is the motor number. 7-year-old novice got Isabella Gwynn, Nacho Eulery, Braxton Rao, Carter Lloyd, Avery Franklin, and Layla Lynn. Out of turn number 1, looking like Nacho Eulery sitting out front on this one. That's Beckham, followed up by Avery Franklin right there in the hip pocket on the 2 spot. Got Lynn and Rao running the 3, 4 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Single file up front. It's anything but single file as we get closer to the back of the pack. Still got Eulery Franklin. Here comes Franklin on the outside line trying to charge on by, find a way in as we go in and out of turn number 3. Franklin might have a nose in front, but the inside line belongs to Eulery as we come in and out of turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the stripe. Here comes Franklin. Here comes Eulery. Layla Lynn moving on up to the 3 spot as we come all the way back home. It's going to be Nacho Eulery for the Donut Factory grabbing up a win on a Friday, followed up by Franklin and Braxton Rao coming by for that 3rd and final spot. Layla Lynn rounding out the top 4. 19 is the motor number. 8-year-old novice got Hunter Hodges, Johnny Melman, and Vivi the Vibe, Vivian Deal. Got Hodges and Deal out on the 1, 2 right now. Johnny Melman sitting back to the 3 spot as we go single file in and out of turn number 2. Hardcore Realty Colors of Hodges sitting out front right now out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Got Bicycle Shack Colors the Deal back to the 2 spot.
Here, riders, random start.
Got to be nice to not have to make a jersey for a new rider. Deal is down in turn number 2. Turn number 3, going to get her picked up. She's up on her feet already. Give her a hand all the way back home. Hodges going to grab up a 1 spot. This one is as they cross. Got Melman for a 2. Vivian Deal going to get a 3. Got Hall and Belcher out on the 1, 2. Belcher had some pedal trouble as we go down through the 2nd straightaway. Now we're going through the rhythm section. Got Addo and Hall out on the 1 spot, stretching it way on out. Followed up by Belcher, Welch, and Wyatt Bellis, 1, 2, 3, and 4 as we come out of turn number 3. It's all Addo and Hall all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to go. Might be her first win, I believe, all the way back to us. Going to go Addo and Hall for the 1 spot. Nokasi Belcher for the 2. Beans Welch for the 3. Lily Campbell to staging. I had my my volume wasn't right. I couldn't hear you. Lily Campbell to staging. Lily Campbell to staging.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
21's a motor number. 11-year-old novice got King, Carlton, Smilenich, Eulery, Rogers, Harrell, Campbell, and Nixon in and out of turn number 1. Looks like Rogers sliding up to the 2 spot. Lando Eulery back to the 3, but it's all Dylan King down through the 2nd straightaway. Got King, Rogers, Eulery, Carlton, 1, 2, and 3. Got Smilenich round out the top 5 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Single file on this one. Got King, Rogers, Eulery. Still out on the 1, 2, 3. E-Money trying to find a way on up. Here comes Lando Eulery trying to find a way on up to the 2 spot. A little bit of contact. The Hunter took a dive over turn number 3. Feeder off the pedals for Eulery. All the way back to the line. Dylan King going to get it with a little bit of authority. Elbows are rubbing back to the stripe. Eulery going to hold on for the 2 spot. E-Money Carlton for the 3. Getting Rogers. Winston checked out over here in turn number 3. Winston is up on his feet just about. There we go. We are up on our feet. Are we going to ride it out to the line? You better believe we are, coming all the way back at us. Get loud for him. We're over on the 4th straightaway right now. I can still hear you. He can still hear you. Give a hand for the hunter of Winston Rogers, sitting in a real good spot into turn 3. A little bit of racing action goes down. It is down to motor number 23 out on track. 12-year-old novice guy Jackson Lester, Hayden Franklin, Antonio Lopez DeWart, Rayleigh King, and Cale Kepka. Lester got a pretty good shot, but it's all Rayleigh King in and out of turn number 1. Got King, Franklin, Lester out on the 1, 2, 3. Jacob Young to staging. Jacob Young to staging. Jacob Young, one more call on up to staging right away. Jacob Young to staging. Still got King, Franklin, Lester out on the 1, 2, 3. Kepka and Lopez DeWart doing a little bit of battle on the 4, 5. Lopez has that inside line right now. Single file in and out of turn number 3. Franklin trying to put on a little bit of a charge, see if the birthday boy can make anything happen all the way back home. Doesn't look like he's quite going to have enough. Sure going to get close. Got King, Franklin, and Lester, your top 3. Looking like Cale Kepka grabbing up the 4. 24 is the motor number. 13, novice guy Tyler Malone, Corbin Skaggs, Stephen Ostrom, and Elijah Nixon. Guy, Skaggs, Nixon, and Ostrom out on the 1, 2, 3 right now. Here comes Ostrom trying to make a move on the inside. Going up to second. Purple Heart Crew, a little bit of tire rub right there with Nixon and Ostrom. Both of them right away from it. They're going to come away 2 and 3. Followed up by Mr. Red, White, and Blue and Malone back to the 4 spot as we go in and out of the final corner. Still, Skaggs trying to stretch it on out just a little bit as we come all the way back home. Nixon trying to make a push for the 2 spot. Going to go Skaggs, Ostrom, and Nixon 1, 2, and 3. '25 is a motor number. 14-year-old novice got Adam Wise, Blake Laney, and Mark Schlotzauer. Looking like Schlotzauer, Wise, and Laney out on the 1, 2, 3 right now. Top 2 look like they're tied in points as they cross on those 2 spots as we come all the way back at us. Schlotzauer has the edge right now. Wise going to try to put a charge on, see if he can make anything happen as we go down through the last straightaway. Going to be a drag race all the way back at us. Laney back to the 3 spot, giving some chase all the way back to the line. See if Wise has anything left in the tank. Got a little bit, not quite enough. Going to go Schlotzauer for the overall spot, Wise for the 2, and Blake Laney for the 3. 26 a motor number. 26, 35-year-old novice guy Jacob Young, William Jack, Macy Maxson, and Cody Chidsey. Looking like William Jack sitting out front right now, followed up by Chidsey and Mackison. Taking every bit of willpower I have to not make a comment about the bike every time I see it. All the way back home as we come in and out of turn number 3. Going to be William Jack out of Lee Summit, Missouri, wire to wire on this one. Going to take away the 1 spot. Cody Chidsey coming on home for the 2. Macy Maxson for the 3 out of motor number 26. 27 is the motor number. 41 to 45-year-old novice guy Jonas Dominguez, Alvin Howard, and Devin Connell. Lost the leader. Connell's down. Howard's down. Getting them both checked on out. Looks like Howard's back up on his feet. We're getting Devin checked out over there in turn number 1. Dominguez sitting out on the 1 spot right now as they cross on this one. What you see is what you get. Give Mr. Howard a hand. He's back up. Devin had a whole shot brewing. Lost a little bit of grip on the front wheel. He's sitting up. He's alert and talking. We're getting him checked on out. Dominguez leading him down through the 3rd straightaway. Alvin Howard back to the 2 spot. Alvin, you all right? He said, yep. All the way back to me. Once again, what you see is what you get on this one. Jonas Dominguez is going to come home for the win. Alvin Howard going to come on back for the 2nd spot. We get Mr. Connell checked out over there in turn number 1. Devin, I think this is our sign for you and I to work on a little bit of corner technique. He's back up on his feet. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Devin Connell going to finish it out through that 2nd straightaway. Took a nasty little tumble in turn number 1.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders.
All right, as Mr. Connell finishes it out, I know he gave his little buys earlier, but I want to get one more round of applause for Mr. Zan Hopkins down at the finish line. Got the early call. He's heading to San Antonio for basic on Monday. He wasn't supposed to leave till much, much later this fall. Came on out and got a little bit of announcing done. That kid has done a lot of good out here. He's done a lot of volunteering help. We're going to miss him. Hope he out there and kills it over in San Antonio in the Air Force for basic training. 28's the motor number 6 intermediate. It's got Seth Daly, Kane the Whole Combs, and Austin Miller.
Attention.
Combs sitting out front right now. Doesn't have a whole lot of room. Back to Miller. Daly back to the 3-spot single file as we go in and out of turn number 3. Miller got real close right there to the 1 spot as we come all the way back down to the line. Not quite going to have enough juice to hold off the Hulk. Why are you sitting on your seat, Kane? He looked back. He said, I won, didn't I? Combs going to come home for the overall 1 spot. Miller going to grab up the 2s. Daly for the 3s. 29's motor number 7 intermediates. Got Smilinich, Meadows, and Hall. Got Emmett Hall and Hunter Meadows out on the 1-2 right now. Smilinich heading up the 3. Total points racing on this one. They're doing it like this all night long. Down through the rhythm section. Going to go Hall, Meadows, and Smilinich out on the 1-2-3 still as they've been running for most of the evening in and out of the 3rd and final corner. Man, I got to teach Emmett to keep his wheels on the ground, man. All the way back to, a feeder off the pedals for Hunter Meadows. He's going to get back on it all the way back to the line. Had just enough to hold on for the 2 spot. Think he would have gotten the overall anyways. Going to go Hall, Meadows, and Smilinich. 1, 2, 3 out of that one. 30's motor number 9 intermediates. Got the Delegator of Watson, Miracle, Harrell, Fetty Hall, and Dobbins. God, Stinky Harrell out front on this one right now. He's got Saucony, Fetty Hall right up there in the 2 spot. Delegator Watson and back to the 3. Fetty trying to reel him in as we go in and out of turn number 3. Low line, Fetty Hall going to slide on up to a 1 spot. Here comes a charge out of Harrell. He's going to take an outside line. We get a drag race coming all the way back to the stripe. Lost a little bit on the bobble. Going to go Hall, Harrell, and Watson 1, 2, and 3 on that one. Out of moto 30. 31's motor number got Big Mac Duval, T-Money Stewart, Verdi Bird Staten, Taylor Dobbs, and Lily Olson. Got Big Mac Duval and Verdi Bird Staten out 1 and 2 right now. Got Dobbs and Olson running 3 and 4. Here comes Dobbs trying to find a way on up to the 2 spot. Not quite going to have enough. Staten going to slam that door shut, coming all the way back home. But it's all Big Mac Duval doing it for the Purple Heart Racing crew coming out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Nobody's catching this kid. Oh, no, Duval's off the pedals. He's down in turn number 3, going to get the bike slowed down. Staten just a bit. We got a full wide drag race all the way back to the stripe, ladies and gentlemen. Had Staten, had it. Here comes Olson. Here comes Dobbs. I'm not calling that one. Taylor and Dobbs side by side for the 1 spot. Team Money for the 3. Big Mac is up on his feet. I got to stop talking, man. The announcer curse is real. We'll get a finish order on that one here in a second. 32's the motor number. Got 11 intermediates. Chase Mode, Curly, Reese Bug Thorne, the Benny the Jet Bass, Corbin Davidson, and Hunter Conklin. Got Curly, Davidson, and Bass out 1, 2, and 3. Chase Mode, Corbin, and Benny the Jet out on the 1, 2, 3 spots. Conklin back to the 4 as we come in and out of turn number 2. Davidson trying to do all he can to find an inside line on Curly as we come all the way back home. Might have had an opening. He's going to take it. Here comes Davidson on up to the 1 spot. Curly going to pull on up to his left side. We got a drag race all the way back to the line. See if Davidson's got enough to hold it off. He does indeed all the way back to me. Going to go Davidson, Curly, and Benny the Jet Bass. 1, 2, and 3 out of that one. All right, everybody. So as we go back to Moto 31 on that, just verifying finishing order. Top 3 on that one was Lily Olson coming home with the win out of Moto number 31. Taylor Dobbs for the 2, and Trenton Team Money Stewart for the 3.
Attention.
Man, oh man, what a Friday night. I got to stop talking. I thought that didn't happen to amateur announcers. Apparently it does. Gate is down to motor number 33, 12-year-old intermediates. Got a little bobble out of Velasquez on the inside line. Going to give Johnson a chance to pin it down through the first straightaway. Not quite going to have enough to slam the door shut. Going to go Velasquez, Johnson, Wise, London Johnson, and Gunnar Glad Hitter Nash back to the 5 spot. That's how they're going to go down through the second straightaway. All the way back home. What you see is what you get out of this one. Still got Velasquez, A.J. Johnson, and Derek Wise out on the 1, 2, 3. Here comes London on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up to a podium on a Friday. Setting up a high-low, see what he can make happen all the way back to us. Going to make a drag race down the stripe for the 3 spot, but it's all Cody Velasquez. Rock 1 for the Edge Racing crew. Going to come back home. Velasquez, A.J. Johnson, and Derek Wise. 34 is a moto number. 13 intermediates got Welch, Smilinich, Odell, Belgrave, Holt, and Penny. Belgrave out on the 1 spot, going to grab up a whole shot on a Friday. Here comes Kit Kat trying to find a way on up. A little bobble out of Belgrave out on the 1. I felt the bars move on that one. Sitting out on the 1 right now. He's got a whole lot of Kit Kat all over the rearview mirror. Here comes Freaky Fast Colors trying to find a way on up to a 1 as we go down through the rhythm section. Got Smilinich on the 3 spot. Adelaide Welch back to the 4, followed by Neon Noah and Archer Penny. In and out of the third and final corners. Drag race on this one, but it's all single file. Belgrave looks to have given himself just enough room. Going to go Holt. Smilinich 1, 2, and 3 out of that one. 35 is the motor number, down 15 intermediates. Got Caden Cole with Cameron Jack and Cheese Dust, Emmy Svoboda. Got Jack and Kohler out on the 1-2. Svoboda going to slide on up to the 2 spot right there. A little bit of white line love for Kohler. Going to go Jack, Svoboda, and Kohler 1, 2, and 3 in and out of turn 2. Jack stretching it way on out right now. So I'm not drawing any conclusions, but he's got a hat hanging off his hip. He's racing in flats. He said, I don't need clips to win.
Random start.
All the way back to me. What you see is what you get out of this one. Going to go Cameron Jack for the 1 spot. Cheese Dust Svoboda for a 2. Kohler for a 3 out of 35. 36 motor number. 12-year-old ladies expert got Super Sophia Campbell, Fly Rye Brown, and Fearless Fallon Tyler. Single file into turn 1. Going to go Fly Rye Brown, Fearless Fallon, and Super Sophia 1, 2, and 3 as we go down through the second straightaway. Fallon said, you can slow down a little bit. Riley said, no. What are we doing here, guys? We're pedaling, but we're not pedaling. It's not a pump race, but it's not really a race either.
Attention.
Do I even give them, like, mic time? Do I even talk about this?
Riders ready.
This is how they've been running all night long. Going to come back to the stripe 1, 2s, and 3s. Going to go Brown for the overall 1. Tyler for the overall 2. Campbell for the 3 out of 36. Not quite sure what that was. 37's the motor number. Welcome to the expert class. 8-year-old experts got Moorhead, Bowie, Little, Shingleton, and Aldrich. Got the freight train sitting out front on this one, looking like Bowie doing it for the Bicycle Shack crew out front. A little bit of airtime out of Little back to the 2 spot, followed up by Taco Bell and T-Bone running 3 and 4. Here comes Eula Shingleton back to the 5 spot. In and out of turn number 2. The Golden Boy trying to do a little bit of tracking down, see if he can reel in that freight train just a little bit, but Bowie's been going way fast all year long. Going to keep the drive going out of turn number 3. T-Bone sliding on up to the 3 spot right there. Got a drag race going on with Aldrich for the 3 spot. All the way back to me. Going to go Bowie, Little, and Moorhead 2 and 3. 38's a moto number, pretty much 3 wide. Got Bailey, Jackman, O'Connell, Howard, and Holt going in and out of turn number 1. 38's a moto number on our 9-year-old experts. Got Jackman grabbing a whole shot, a little bit of elbow love for the teammate of Bailey right there. That's how they're going to go down second straight, side by side. Here comes Juicebox on the outside trying to find a way on in. Got O'Connell and Clutch back to the 3-4 spot. In and out of turn number 2, still Jackman, Bailey, O'Connell, Howard, and Holt. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bailey got the outside line, going to try to pin it in and out of turn number 3. A little bit of elbow love out of Jackman. Tires are sliding. Traction is gone as we come all the way back at us. Here comes a drive out of O'Connell. Here comes a drive out of Bailey. Back to the line. I believe that was Bailey, Jackman, and O'Connell. We'll wait for verification from scoring on that one. That is consistently the closest class every single race night. 39's the motor number. 10 experts got Noboom, Campbell, and Davidson. Got Xavier Davidson sitting out front right now. He's got Bash Noboom all over the rearview mirror. He's going to try to play some defense in and out of turn number 2. Campbell back to the 3 spot. The showdown continues in and out of turn number 2. Let's see what we can get coming all the way back to us. Noboom's only got to finish on the top 2. Noboom, oh, he came right around the outside. That was a statement if I've ever seen it. He's looking at a 1-1-1 on the night coming all the way back home. Davidson tried all he had, didn't quite have enough tonight. Going to go Noboom for the 1 spot. Davidson for the 2. Campbell for the 3. That'll be your overall on the night. That's what I had. All right, 38, 9 expert finish is Juicebox Arrow Bailey coming home with the 1 spot. Braxton Jackman for the 2. Jet the Hawk O'Connell for the 3 out of a stack 9 expert class. Turn over to moto number 40. 12-year-old experts got Couts Carson and Laredo Jr. Got the Silent Assassin out of O'Fallon, Missouri, sitting out front right now, looking like Carson. Got Laredo and Couts on the 2-3s. We come all the way back home. This one is total points. They've been doing it like this all night long. All the way back to me. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Carson for the overall 1 spot. Couts coming by for the overall 2. Laredo for the 3. Oh, 14 experts. Was that a chain failure from Hingle? He's up right away. We just had a crank fly off, I think. Oh, my goodness. He's up on his feet, but that was acrobatic. Little airtime out of Hattie's. We come in and out of turn 2. Got Wiseman and Hattie out on the 1-2. I need you bigger experts to quit dropping like flies tonight. We've had too much of that. What you see is what you get out of this one all the way back home. Wise Guy going to grab up a win on a Friday. Going to go Wiseman and Hattie for your 1-2. Getting Hingle checked out for the, can I say 3 spot? How does he, do we ride it out? Wow. That's Colton, you've checked off a lot of firsts for me on that first jump. I've seen you crash a lot of ways right there. Oh, is that Matthew Hogue built bike? Please tell me that's not a bike Matt built. Of course it's a Matthew Hogue built bike. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's not a bike Matt built. It's Matt's bike. I guess that's what the free mechanic gets you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Wow, glad Colton's all right. That was a gnarly one over on that first jump. He went flipping all kinds of ways.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on the 15-year-old experts. 42's motor number got Stafford, Welch, Watson, Olson, and Schwartz. Pretty good shot out of Watson. Stafford slammed that door shut as we go in and out of turn number 1. Guys, Stafford, Watson, Olson out on the 1, 2, 3. Here comes Welch and Schwartz back to the 4, 5, but it's all Brody Stafford stretching it way on out in and out of turn number 2. Coming all the way back home. Olson trying to make a little ground on Watson. Watson trying to gain on Stafford, but it's not a whole lot of use right now. Stafford running away just a little bit in and out of turn number 3. That's how it's going to go all the way back home. It looks like Freaky Fast Colors got a little authority in the 15X class. Going to go wire to wire on that one. Going to go Stafford, Watson. Then Welch coming by for the 3 spot. 4 reason motor number 16-year-old experts guy, Kelly, Velasquez, and Jonjovic. Pretty good shot out of Lola J in the middle of the field. Going to go Jonjovic, Velasquez, and Kelly. 1, 2, 3 in and out of turn number 1. Nag 5 ride doing it for the factory DFR Powerlight crew all the way back home. Looking like Lola J sitting out front on this one. Not getting any airtime tonight. Going to keep it low, keep it fast as we go down through the rhythm section. Still got Jonjovic, Velasquez right there in the hip pocket, keeping her close. Little bit of pressure coming in and out of turn number 3. See if Velasquez can keep it on all the way back to the line. Not quite enough. Oh, pretty close. Going to go Lola J for the 1 spot. Velasquez for the 2s. Cooper Kelly for the 3s. Oh, I'm excited for this. Kids, you want to see how much speed you can get from pumping? Watch this. Got Mason, Blake, Madden, and Tolfree. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in and out of turn number 1. Got Mason and Blake with a pretty good shot right now over the rest of the pack. Hey, that's refreshing. Amir and Sean are in the back. Mason and Blake out on the 1, 2. Gates mean a lot in the pump race, but watch how much speed these guys can gain down through the 3rd straightaway. He said, hey, buddy.
Attention.
I don't pay you to sit in 3rd, Amir. Come on.
Okay, riders.
All the way back to me. Going to go Jason Mason for a 1 spot on a Friday out of a pump race. Jordan Blake going to grab up a 2 spot. Who's it going to be? Of course they had to make it close. Of course they had to make it close for me to call. Dang kids. 45's motor number 26, 35-year-old experts. Got Downtown Brown, Andrew Rao, and Darren Nash. Nash might have had a whole shot on that one. Downtown right there on the outside hip. Going to try to make something happen in and out of turn number 2. Rao back to the 3 spot. Here comes Brown right there on the back wheel. Nash trying to hold off the whole wide world down through the 3rd straightaway. See what we got. Brown trying to make something happen in and out of turn number 3. Going to tuck in single file. See if he can make a push to the line down the stripe.
Okay, riders, random start.
Nash going to run away with it. Turn on the boosters all the way back home. Not total points on that one. Got Nash, Brown, and Rao. Your 1, 2, and 3. 46 motor number 51 to 55-year-old experts. Got Agson, Woolery, and Hinton. Pretty good shot out of Hinton right now. In and out of turn number 1. Guys, Skeeter Woolery back to the 2 spot. Eric Agson back to the 3. They said, come on, Keith. You got to go faster, Keith. He said, I'm trying. Guys, you got to go easy on him. He's doing all he can. In and out of turn number 3, got Hinton, Woolery, and Axon. Single file all the way back to the stripe. That's how it's going to go to end off of Friday. Going to go Hinton, Woolery, and Axon. That'll do it for Friday night racing out here at Blue Springs BMX. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us on a busy Friday. Weather was perfect. Huge thank you to all the